Hello, 5th grade. Welcome to our virtual class for our events topic. So this is reading class with the topic key events and details of a story. So let's remember that in our last class we were talking about events that happen in a story. So we want to learn how to identify these important events in the story. So let's go over today the last presentation that we had for our class, events in a story. So what are events? What are events? Events are the things that happened in the story. Stories also have events that happened in the beginning. That means at the start of the story. Okay, what happens at the beginning of the story. We also have then like what happens at the middle of the story. That means everything that happens between the start part of the story and the end part. So what is in the middle is the other part of the story. And also we have today the objective. Okay, the objective of this class. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn how to describe the events in a text using key details. So let's see. Let's remember this. Do you remember this? We were using this presentation before. This is what we did the first time we learned this target, right? For example, this short story. Today, Tad went to the circus. He saw an elephant. Then he saw two funny clowns. At the end, Tad saw a man juggle. Okay, that he was juggling. So what happened at the beginning of the story? We know that at the beginning of the story, Tad went to the circus. So this is the event at the beginning because it happens at the start of the story. It happens at the start of the story. Now let's see. This is the middle part. So what happens here? He saw an elephant and then he saw two clowns. So two actions or two events happen in the middle. Okay, which is the part from the beginning and from the end. So what is in the middle? Those two events. Now, the end of the story is that he saw a man juggle. Okay, so that is what happens at the end of the story. Now, let's see. This is an example of another short story, and we will do this together today. Just like before we did it in class. Today was a nice day, so Ben and his dog went outside. Ben picked the weeds, or like the leaves, right, out of the garden. Then he took his dog for a walk down the street. Ben saw his friend and they talked for a little bit. After that, Ben and his dog went back inside. Today was a nice day, right? So what happened at the beginning of the story? Yes, today was a nice day, so Ben and his dog went outside. That is the beginning of the story. Now, what is the middle of the story? Yes, Ben picked the weeds out of the garden. He go and picked plants or little leaves in the garden. What is another thing that happened in the story? That is one event, right? What is the second event that happened in the story, in the middle of the story? Yes, he took his dog for a walk down the street. And also, we have a third event that he saw his friend and they talked for a little bit. So as you can see, three events happened in the story. So those are key events, 3 key events. And now, what happened at the end of the story? Yes, after that, Ben and his dog went back inside. And that is the end of the story. Now let's see. I will have this one for you. I will have this story for you. I want you to see this story. And let's complete this story by yourselves, okay? My grandma came over to our house today. She helped my mom make dinner. After dinner, she played games with my brother. Then we all sat down and watched a movie together. After the movie, my grandma had to go back home, okay? So let's see. What happened at the beginning of the story? Yes, my grandma came over to our house today. Now, what happened at the middle? Yes, she helped my mom make dinner. And other event, we all sat down and watched a movie together. And what happened at the end? After the movie, my grandma had to go back home. Okay, friends, so this is our review. I will let you some other exercises here in Santillana platform for you to identify key events and details in the story. Okay, goodbye.